Buenos dias, mi gente. Welcome to Monday Music Mantras, where we start off our week with music and a mantra that'll change that gloomy Monday morning frequency to an energized station. This is Maria Terc. So, how was your week since last Monday? Did you listen and honor your spirit? Were you true to yourself and got precise and deliberate, moving in the direction of thriving? Well, if you did, let's hear about it. But if you missed last week's video, you can just get caught up. So maybe we wake up on a Monday morning in our feelings. We can't shake it off. We thrive because of our connections, and then suddenly a very special connection gets severed. We lose somebody incredibly close, sometimes without warning, sometimes even with warning, but we couldn't see it, so we couldn't believe it. It seems to always feel too soon because we imagined many more experiences with that person. So we're trying to start off our week right, getting to an energized station, but this feeling has us a little stuck. Oh, mi gente, honor it. Help your friends and family honor it. Honor that feeling. Just saying that elevates our frequency. That's a great start to our morning. So there are two things that I've practiced, and God knows I've had way too many opportunities to practice that I've shared with my children, and now my children have taught me. One is to honor the connection and to change how we express the relationship. In other words, no one else can dictate how we connect with another person. Honor that connection. Honor how we express that connection. It'll look differently now, but it's our connection. It's our heart. It's our love superpower that keeps that relationship alive forever. Forever. That's the power in our love superpower that we've been practicing for moments just like this. Oh, I know it feels unconventional, untraditional, something, because we grow up with what grieving is supposed to look like. Who does that serve? Where's the power in that? Where's the love in that? So, from a recent personal experience, in my own state of grieving, I found myself trying to manage how my children would respond to our loss. And they ended up schooling me. Yes, they're adults now. They've been practicing, and they reminded me of my own practice. They found their way to grieve with their connection. And as you know by now, my family connects with music and laughter. Lots of both. Seriously, I don't know sometimes which is greater, but it's music and it's laughter. So our connections, our conversations, our compassion simply pivots. It creates new dance moves, a groove in a new way. It's a beautiful process for us that I'm happy to share. Again, it's not about imitating how we grieve or our specific process. It's about honoring your connection and simply pivoting to how you express that connection in a healthy and loving way. A way that with our superpowers keeps that love alive. Meanwhile, as you've known for some time now, my son Corbin, he's a singer-songwriter. He goes by Corbino as his artist name, and it was no surprise how he was able to process some of his grief pretty soon after we got the news of our loss. He created this poem that I want to share with you, just in case it helps you like it helped me, mostly as an example of how he was able to pivot in that moment. And by the way, it rained that night, and that'll make sense in a minute. Okay, so he called it Flower Petals in the Wind. And it goes, I didn't think you'd leave so soon. Within a blink, it's an empty room. It has to rain to let the flower bloom. You were the petals in my life. You crossed the line when you said goodbye. Who can describe that rainy night? You always shined, your future's bright. You were the petals in my life. You were supposed to watch me grow. It felt unfair, but I didn't know. The heart's impaired and my feelings show. This was the thorn that hurt me the most. You know that this next part is true. I really miss you and I love you until the next time I see you again. Your time has moved on to the sky. Don't you fret. Close your eyes. The wind shall carry you on this night. While the passing time hurts inside, I'll say goodbye just this time until we meet again, It had to rain, it needs your shine. Life's the wind, it said goodbye, but until the next time, until the next time, you will never die. I will always see you as the petal in my life. There's something cathartic about that poem that I hope also helps increase our frequency for this week. It's a connection that isn't severed. No, it's adjusted to a new groove. So for this Monday Music Mantra, it was interesting to find an artist who nicely sang this mashup of 3 songs that reminded me of this process, because there's not just one song, one story, one experience, and there's beauty in that. Just change the steps for this week's mantra. I bet you look good on the dance floor. Yes, let's see for ourselves the value in our connections on our Monday morning. Let's increase our frequency to an energized station with a groove that adjusts to how we now connect, how we dance with departed loved ones. And let's celebrate that the rest of the week. Hit that like button if this resonates with you. Share with a friend or 2 or 3. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know how your week is going. Come back next Monday for another mantra to groove out your week. And until then, I bet you look good on the dance floor. This is Maria Terc with this week's Monday Music Mantras. Check out this fun cover, enjoy the music, stay on this frequency, and stay in touch.
This is the ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. I'm silent, wildin', living it up in the city. Got trucks on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Yeah, girls said you hallelujah, girls said you hallelujah, girls said you hallelujah, cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to ya. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, don't believe me, just watch. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there, tell you how it became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, on cool and on shooting stone people outside of the school. Well, a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, you're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate impression, there was dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, yeah, you're home to Bel-Air, to Bel-Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, you're home, we'll smell you later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air, yeah. Stop making the eyes at me, I start making the eyes at you. What it is, it surprises me, so I don't really want you to. On the shoulders of frozen, but you're an explosion. My name isn't real, but I don't care for sand. I lied and refused my results in the bang, bango. And I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Don't know if you're looking for a man, so don't know what you're looking for. Said I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I dance into electro pop like a robot. From 1984, from 1984. Uptown funk you up, 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 uptown funk you up. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Do you wanna dance with me?